It all started long back ago. No, not that long. Yeah, perfect. Kevin was born into a loving household, endearingly known to his family as Gadara, Sala Gadara. Okay, stop. Kevin is your average Indian guy. Tall, strong, good-looking. Perhaps I'm exaggerating. I guess he also doesn't wear a turban. But yes, he is a typical American-born confused Gujarati. He prefers salsa over chutney and tortillas over teplas. But he still watches Bollywood over Hollywood and listens to Dollar Mindy over Daddy Yankee. In some ways, though, he is one of a kind. His favorite store is Big Lots, and his dream car is a Hyundai. But this story is also about Ripple, and we are referring to a real fine lady. Tall, beautiful, skinny, and fortunately for Kevin, actually true. Let's go back. Ripple was born into a similarly loving household. She is your typical Indian girl, and in fact quite different from Kevin. She puts salsa on her teplas and chutney on her tortillas. Her favorite store is probably Express, and she wants to drive a Range Rover. Despite these differences, she still proudly wears Kevin's Hyundai ball cap that he got for free at his last oil change, and will still go with him to Big Lots to see how expired is too expired for Kevin. Have we lost our original plot? Okay, after Ripple moved to America, she grew up in a college apartment in North Tulsa, and Kevin grew up in a motel room a couple miles away. It wasn't so much the random motel guests that Kevin feared, it was mainly the Veylan. Ripple feared, I'm not really sure, no ice cream for dinner every night? Life must have been hard. In fact, they still debate whose childhood was harder. Of course, Kevin won, but we all know that will change today. Although they lived in Tulsa at the same time, they didn't meet until middle school, and so our story moves forward. When Ripple got an interview in Miami for the 7-year medical program, Kevin, who was then studying in college, comes to the rescue. Don't worry, Auntie, I'll pick Ripple up from the airport and she can stay at Vigel's place. To this day, I don't even think Vigel knows who Ripple is. However, that is where the relationship started. Kinda. Later that year, Ripple gets accepted to the 7-year program and decided to join. They instantly became best friends and started to adopt each other's preferences. Kevin made Ripple listen to country music till her ears bled. Ripple made Kevin work out until he had an asthma attack. After a year and a half of a gray zone friendship, Kevin went to London for a semester, and contrary to both of their expectations, they talked almost every day. And when they finally met in the fall of 2008, Kevin, hey, Ripple, hi. In a typical Bollywood fashion, things started moving really fast. Kevin and Ripple go to medical school. Kevin and Ripple start dating on a cruise. Kevin and Ripple get engaged on a cruise. Kevin and Ripple match into a residency at UT Southwestern. Ripple wants to put Kevin to sleep, and Kevin wants to someday read Ripple's brain. But hey, that's not the end, though. There are still lots of unknowns. Will Ripple cut her hair too short? Will Kevin develop the infamous dick shit belly? Will Kevin ever do the dishes? Will Ripple ever stop serving her mom's food? Will their kids have normal Indian names? Or will they be called Jim and Ocean? These are all questions that only time will tell. They may get into arguments, but they always end it with a kiss. By the way, has anyone seen them kiss? 4 years ago, Kevin and Ripple's friends didn't believe they were dating. And let's face it, they had been friends for so long. So, in order to prove it, their friends made them kiss. But this time is a little different, though. I hope no one's questioning whether they actually got married, but they are going to make it a little more challenging before we see them kiss.